Tonight, we've got a musical legend on the show. Luckily, we've got a very musical audience. So let's warm up. Off you go.
Do, re, mi, fa,
So, la, ti.
Welcome all. Everyone got the Olympic tickets they wanted. They did? Oh, I did as well, yes. On the first day of the Olympics, I've got a ticket to Miami. And on the last day, I've got one back. Brilliant. Listen, what a lineup we've got for you tonight. My all-time favourite musical superstar, Liza Minnelli. Ladies and gentlemen, she is here. British actor and Hollywood star James McAvoy is here. I know. And sour-faced funny man Jack Dee is here. Now, James McAvoy, don't you know, he's about to appear in the new X-Men film. I love all the X-Men characters, I do. The indestructible Wolverine, the Temptress Storm, and the Essex Skank. Yes. Sorry, my mistake. The BAFTA award-winning Essex Skank. I know. James played Idi Amin's doctor in The Last King of Scotland. Yeah. Ooh, I tell you, that is a big sporran, isn't it? Idi Amin, you do think, has the world ever seen a more ruthless, power-crazed dictator? I know, really. The next World Cup, it go to Narnia. Ka-ching! Thrilled to welcome back the great Liza Minnelli. Now, over the years, Liza appeared with all the greats. Sinatra, Sammy Davis Jr., Lady Gaga. We all remember Liza's iconic Oscar-winning performance in Cabaret, set in pre-war Berlin. Here she is. Oh, is that a Hitler moustache I can see? I have to say, that is a very sexy look. Very sexy look. And who wouldn't look sexy in a bowler hat? Okay. Raunchy cabaret clubs, very popular entertainment in Germany. Yeah. In Britain, we get this. Yeah. What is it? Is it Matt Lucas playing a Yamaha organ? What the hell is it? And she's one of the good ones. Have you been watching Britain's Run Out of Talent? Have you? Simon Cowell, back for the semi-finals. Do you know, Cheryl Cole actually went to the studio to patch things up with him. She did. Oh, look, she looks very excited. Wonder what she looks like behind her back. Let's get some guests on! He's delightful, he's lovely, he's Jack Dee! Woo! Hello, sir. Sit yourself down. He's got the Professor X Factor. It's James McAvoy! Hello, sir. How are you? You sit down. Come over here. Come over here. Yeah. And it's Legend with an L. Please welcome the one, the only, Liza Minnelli! Now, can I just say, Liza, I'm so thrilled to see you looking so well.
Oh, I feel great, thank you.
Because you had was it a knee you had replaced?
Oh, yes, I've had everything replaced, trust me. You know, but the knee was tough.
Yeah.
That's harder than the hip. You know, the hip is a snap compared to the knee. But you get through it.
But are you in pain now? No.
No.
So you're good?
I'm sitting down.
You set off alarms and things.
Oh, honey, everything goes off at the airport.
That is because of the drugs and the crack cocaine that you
Oh, yes. Yes. I offered to share it.
I was hoping you could fix me up.
But now... Are you big Liza fan? You must be.
I'd say
Yes.
so.
Who
How can you
isn't?
not be?
Exactly.
Oh my gosh.
Exactly.
As much as I'm very excited to be here with Jack, I have to say I'm excited more so to be here with Liza. Or you.
Oh.
I'm glad to be here because my sons went to see X-Men today, and as they were leaving, they said, "You're going to go to work. We're going to see X-Men." I said, "Yeah, but I'm going to work with James McAvoy tonight." So that just spoilt their evening. I'm just yeah, so they're probably nodding during the film.
But now, Liza Minnelli, you are unstoppable. Because, I mean, listen, things have... You know, you've had your knee, you've had the hips, you had the scare with the brain thing, you've had personal tragedies, all sorts. But nothing stops you. You're now back, you've got a new album and a tour. In fact, I say you have a new album. I have your new album. Here it is, yes. Now, I apologise, I sat on it earlier and it's a bit broken. If you buy it, it doesn't come like this.
You sat on Liza's face?
Yes, I did.
Oh, my God.
Can't you tell from her expression?
Guys.
Liza, I have to apologise, Liza. You come over to this country and you get treated like that. Graham sells these out of his garage.
This is... Tell us where you recorded it.
In bed.
Yeah. Recorded?
Yeah.
Wowza. What, you turned your bed into like a recording studio?
But I had to lie there because I was having my knee replaced, right? So you have to stay off your knee for like 3 weeks before. And I was going nuts. I thought, I have to be in bed like 6 weeks? That's horrifying to not move around. So I thought, well, what can I do? So I called Billy Stritch. And I said, what do you want to do? He said, well, we could make an album just for us. And I said, yeah, that'd be fun. I mean, the last albums I've had have always been on stage. I'm going, whoa! You know? So we made an intimate album, truly.
Because you have kind of soirees in your house, don't you?
Yeah, I have friends come over on Sunday night and there's no pressure. You know, you just have something to eat and usually end up around the piano. And people can literally sing for the music, for themselves.
Are your friends all singers too, or...? Because I've got to say, like, if you invited me over and you invited me to sing in your living room, I'd be hugely intimidated to sing in front of you.
Yeah.
Well, then I wouldn't invite you. No, I'd invite you in a second. Because not everybody's a singer.
Yeah,
People
that's what I
do
mean.
different things.
Yeah, but if you invite someone over and say, come over to my house, no pressure, that would make me suspicious straight away.
I don't say that, though.
Oh, you don't say that, okay.
People I know and people that... There is no pressure.
It does sound nice, the idea of just working from your bedroom, doesn't it? It's lovely. Well, no, not in that way, obviously. Just, you know, yeah, be nice. Now, listen, you're going to be singing a song from the album later, and if people want to see you, very excited, again, with the not stopping, you're back on tour. Is it this month you start at the Royal Albert Hall?
Yes.
And then you do various dates in Britain, then around Europe, and then you end up in Vegas.
Yes.
You looked undoubtful then. You are.
Whatever.
Now, this may go nowhere, but if I say the words Elvis and karate to you, Liza, does that mean anything to you?
Yeah.
Oh, it does? Oh,
Yeah.
good. Oh, tell all.
Well, he liked to do it. He loved karate.
Yes.
And his moves on stage later on came from karate. And he was just really into it. I met him in Las Vegas. I had 2 dancers in my show, 2 beautiful lady dancers. It was us 3 women.
I hear you.
I'm on a natural man. You know. And I think he kind of liked one of those ladies. Mm-hmm. So he came backstage and said, can I watch the show from that? I said, sure. Mm. And he watched and everything, and then he invited us all over. And we went over to this spectacular, I mean, I've never seen a space like that. His suite, it was just incredible. Incredible. And we're kind of sitting there. I'm next to Alice Cooper. Wow. We're sitting there.
What a random group of people.
It was Chubby Checkers. Alice Cooper. Some porn star. I can't remember
Some porn
which one.
star.
Some really, you know, right at the moment.
A good one.
It was Linda Lovelace,
evidently.
was it?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
That's it. And
She's told me the story.
Was there a deadpan British comedian as well?
Oh, yeah. But we're all just kind of sitting there, and he's disappeared, so we're kind of trying to chat, and suddenly the door flies open, and I hear, hi-ya! And he's in the room in full, you know, dress.
Ninja Elvis.
Hi-ya! 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 And then it was like the Peter Sellers movie where the guy comes out of the closet to fight him, you know. Yeah. And suddenly, some guy, I guess his teacher, you heard, hi! And he came from over here. And all of us are going, gee, that's great. Wow. You do this every night? You know, what do you say? It was just, I couldn't believe it.
I love your life.
I couldn't believe
I've got
it.
to say, if I was Elvis Presley, I think that would be my chat-up strategy. Hi, my name's Elvis. I don't think I bother with the kung fu bit or learning martial arts. I'm Elvis. Yeah, do come in.
End all.
Forget it.
He was a nice man.
Yeah, well,
He
so
was,
am
you
I.
know,
The other exciting, and is this? I mean, it was well publicised, so I think I can say that you turned 65 this year.
yeah. Yeah. Social security.
I know. Free travel.
Some help.
You might realize on the bus on the way home. And how did you celebrate? How does a legend celebrate becoming 65?
I just had some friends took me to dinner. Okay. We had a nice time.
And is there a special friend on the go at the moment?
Oh, you mean?
You stepping out?
Yes.
Ooh.
Oh, I'm not telling you.
No, but you just did. That's fabulous.
Well, you know what I figured? When you hit 65, and you've been through as many marriages as I have. I mean, please, my nerves. I figured you should know a really wealthy older man. This hasn't happened, but this is my dream. A really wealthy older man who's terribly charming, who takes you wonderful places and pays for everything. Then some vital, like 50 or 40-year-old who's just, I don't care if he's a scientist, but he's crazy about what he does. And then somebody whose name you don't know, who you see twice a week.
That does sound ideal. Now, Liza,
Yes.
many of your fans have made their way in here tonight. And believe it or not, one of your fans is a man, and he lives in Amsterdam. We can't draw conclusions, Liza, but those are the facts. Where is that man? Is it Chris?
Hi, Graham.
Hello, sir. What's your name now?
My surname is Cockhill. Chris Cockhill.
And it's not like Cock Hill.
No.
It's not a hill of cock.
No, not
it's
at all.
Cock Hill. Like
Yeah.
a sick cock.
Yeah, you said it.
But, I mean, that must have been awful growing up.
Yeah.
Chris Cockhill.
Yeah.
Oh, bless. But now, Chris is a very talented person. You'll be impressed by this.
Yeah.
He has fashioned a likeness of you. So if you could hand in the likeness. This is really good. It's a puppet of you. And now, Chris, by the way, Chris said this isn't a gift. He's just showing it to you. It's just showing it to you. But
Oh, it's great. I wish I looked that good.
you do. But look, is that now? Let me just. Oh yes, look, I can do that.
Oh,
Isn't that good?
look at that.
And then that's arms, I believe. There's arms.
Oh, that's
Where are the? And these are the legs.
Oh, man.
Yeah. So if I do that and that,
Great.
look at that. You're raving it. Now, this is good. Wait. Look. Uh-oh. I commissioned a small chair. Uh-huh. So we can do, like, scenes from Cabaret. Can I do... You know that... Should we put the lights down? Should we put the lights down? Look at that, look at that. See, there you are, look at that. Oh. I'm so good at this. Oh, I'm so good at this. Oh.
Now,
Yes?
pick up the leg and put it over the chair.
Yes, I will. Hang on, what's leg? That's leg. One leg's gonna go. There we go.
Yeah.
Hello.
There she goes.
You know what? That was the first hip. That's great.
Isn't that really good?
God, that's
So
great.
much effort gone into that.
It
all
is
the time.
beautiful. It is beautiful.
Look at that nose. I wish my nose looked that.
Look, you look gorgeous. Look at you there.
So, Chris, how long ago were you in prison?
Is this the second one you made?
Yeah, well, I first saw Liza live in 1978 at the London Palladium. I've been a fan since Liza with a Z. And
thank you.
You were so fantastic. You really were. I mean, I was blown away. I was 20 and I just thought, I got to make a puppet of you. I just got to make a puppet of you.
Thank you.
Sinclair Link.
Nobody has ever said that to me before.
Well,
Really? It's a first. Thank you so much. Thanks, Chris.
It's an unusual response to a performance you've enjoyed. I'm going to go home and make a puppet of that lady. But we're glad you did. It's very, very lovely. Can it lie down now?
yeah, no problem.
No, don't look away now.
Careful.
This could upset you.
If it's a voodoo doll.
Anyway, we'll draw there. Right, I'll put up.
Kind of looks like it's about to record an album now.
Yes, exactly.
Any minute now.
Now sing.
Don't waste your time. I'll sit close by. Very moving, that. Very moving. It could make you cry. Do you know who could make cry?
Who?
James McAvoy.
Can I make Liza cry?
No, well, you can make yourself cry,
Oh, yeah,
can't
you
you?
can make
Oh,
me cry.
on occasion, I've made myself
I
cry.
thought you could
Yes.
you could cry on cue, which that must be like Oscar waiting to happen. Because it doesn't matter what, you know, you can be like, oh, look, I'm
I don't really
crying.
know what this scene's all about. I know I'll cry. Sometimes, like, generally I can do it when I need to do it. Every
And
now
was
and
it- was-
again I've had the old kind of need to get the tweezers out and do the Joey Tribbiani trick.
What's that?
That's where you put your hands in your pockets with a pair of tweezers and pull pubic hair out. Can we say pubic hair?
Yes, we can.
No, so, yeah. Generally I can do it when I need to do it.
Was that something you learned how to do when you were a kid?
I learned how to do it,
Not the pubic hair, obviously. You didn't have any, but...
I only got pubic hair at the age of 25, so I sent away for it. Puppeteer in Holland made it for me. This is a weird thing.
Just all strings.
I can do amazing things with that. If I pull that pubic hair out. Wow. The thought process that took me to pubic hair and pulling my leg up was nearly as weird as the thought process that led you to worship Liza Minnelli and then make a puppet.
But when you were young, you must have been good, because you gave an amazing performance to... Was it your sister? Were you 8 or something?
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
This is good. This is... I don't know how you
This is
did...
nasty, is what
It's
it is.
nasty, but it's good.
When I was 8 years old, we were playing hide and seek, and I went up to the top flat of the house, and I hid in a cupboard. My sister caught me like that. Joy, if you're watching, I love you loads. And I was really annoyed that she caught me. And I was quite nasty to my sister when we were younger. We're not anymore. And she opened the door and went, I've caught you, you're it. I went, no, I'm not. And she went, what do you mean, I've caught you? I says, no, you haven't. What you've actually found is James's spirit. James is dead. James died, and I'm his spirit, and I'm here to tell you that you haven't found me. And anyway, she ran away crying. I know, boo, you must boo. And anyway, she ran downstairs and told my grandmother that James was dead. And my grandmother came upstairs, like, breaking her heart, really, really upset. And then she saw me standing at the top of the stairs with a big kind of shit-eating grin on my face. And I think she took her high-heel shoe off and threw it at me. And started calling me, and yeah, I was in deep shit for quite a while after that.
Yeah. But you turned it into a career. So
I turned it into a career, yeah. And I've died in a lot of things. So, yeah, I'm glad I got that early practicing.
Well, listen, nothing has held you back, because you're currently starring in the biggest movie on the planet. X-Men First Class.
X-Men.
It's out now. I know that because Jack's children were seeing it. Now, are you familiar with X-Men?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, you see. Well, this is a prequel. This is, am I right?
Yeah, you are right.
Yeah, I've seen it, so I should know. But, but rather than me talk about it, talk us through the premise. Talk us through the premise.
All right, the year is 1962. Mutant doesn't mean Hugh Jackman or Patrick Stewart or any of these things yet, or Brotherhood or a different part or subsection of humanity. It's just a kind of medical name for something is wrong with you. And there's all these people all over the world who have something wrong with them, they think. But they haven't joined up yet, and they don't know that there's other people out there with something wrong with them. Anyway, they get together and they start to realise there's not something wrong with us, there's something right with us, and we're special, and we're in the next stage of evolution and all of that. And then, shortly after finding that there's more of them out there, they get charged with saving the world from nuclear annihilation. And that's pretty much the film, with a few laughs thrown in.
You're Professor X.
Professor X.
Professor X.
Right.
No more to drink tonight.
But you're not in a wheelchair at this point.
No, in the other films, Sir Patrick Stewart plays him in a wheelchair. Crazy character choice, but I haven't done that in this film because, you know, one of the good things about doing a prequel is that you get to explain why people are the way they are, why they're funny, why they're strange, why they're evil, why they're good, why they're in a wheelchair, why they have no hair, why whatever, you know.
But you're still, even though you're not really as kick-ass as everyone else.
Unfortunately, no. I mean, it's a big summer blockbuster action movie, don't get me wrong. It's just that the other cast get to do all the ninja action stuff, and I'm pretty much sitting there behind a desk going like this. That's my special move. It's not very
Did it take long to come up with your special move?
I spent about 3 months in a Shaolin camp in Dagenham. Working with some Shaolin monk ninja commandos. And it was deemed by them that I had attained a certain level of zen that I was allowed to use that special move.
Because you could have gone with 2.
But I could have gone with 2, but then I'd have mind-bended you so hard that, that you wouldn't know what hit you till next week.
If we've got a little clip of Professor X doing his special thing.
Mind-bending.
Yes.
Enjoy.
Individuals with extraordinary abilities may already be among us.
McTaggart, you really think that some crackpot scientist is going to make me believe in sparkly dames and vanishing men?
I didn't really expect you to believe me. One of the many spectacular things my mutation allows me to do is that I can read your mind.
Are you going to ask us to think of a number between 1 and 10 now?
No, Agent Stryker, although I could ask you about the Jupiter missiles America are currently placing in Turkey.
You brought a damn spy to this facility.
How's that for a magic trick?
Best I've ever seen.
If you're in a movie, and you're so I don't know how many months it took.
Many millions of months, man.
And you're doing this.
I'm doing that.
Did you start to believe it? Did you ever
believe that I could bend your mind?
Well, no, that you could. You know, did you practice? You know, when you're waiting, you got to. Hang on, I'll try and read your mind. Did you?
Well, when I was a kid, right, I used to sit there like looking the cat in the eye and just going, move, move. And every now and again, you know, after half an hour, it would eventually move, and I'd be like, oh, mutant. Never when I made the film, but when I was a kid, I used to believe that I could bend your cat.
If I do kind of a telepathy chat, if I try to send you a question, can you try and send me an answer?
I'm just going to send it.
Yeah, you don't answer it.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, go.
Okay.
You need to do the finger thing.
Oh, yeah.
Have you had the training?
Not as much as you.
Okay.
I've just done a night school.
Be careful. Have you warmed up? You got to warm your fingers up, man.
They're warm.
You don't know what you're messing with, Graham. You don't know what you're messing with.
Oh, here we go. Have you sent it back?
No, I'm just contemplating my answer.
Okay.
But you knew that.
I knew that.
I got it!
Go on.
Yeah, okay.
This is a three-way mind bend.
Can I try? Oh, that's strong. Oh. I'm getting for sales, dial 1.
Did you send me an answer?
I did. Well,
Was it
listen,
brown?
By the time we were finished, it would have been.
I think I just read your mind and I didn't like it. Oh, I'm getting one more thing from Jack. What's that, Jack? You'd like me to mention the new series of Lead Balloon on BBC 2 Tuesdays at 10 o'clock?
You're talking to me like I'm sooty. What's that you say, sooty? You want me to mention the new programme?
No, congratulations. This is series 4?
Yeah, it is, yes.
And typical lazy writing performer, you've already said, oh, this is the last ever series. Why don't you want to write some more?
Well, I'm not lazy. You know, I mean, listen, I'm sitting on a couch with people who work in bed and do that for a living. I go out.
You're touring.
Yeah, I'm out there, but it's yeah, you know, it's very time-consuming, and like anyone in this business, you want to do different things, don't you, all the time? It's good fun to vary. I love doing it, and it is a lot of fun, but I have other things I want to do.
Oh, fair enough. Well, listen, episode 1's gone out. Episode 2 is next Tuesday.
Yeah.
We've got a clip. Does it need setting up?
I think the clip you're showing, Rick, the character I play, Rick Spleen, is now working at a shopping channel. Things have got that bad, and he's a presenter on a shopping channel, and the main presenter has died, and Rick is secretly rather thrilled because he gets taken on.
OK, here's the clip.
We would like to say a very big thank you to those of you who've been kind enough to send us messages of condolence. It's been a great source of comfort to us at this very difficult time, so thank you.
Yes, now, we've been thinking about how Darryl would most like to be remembered, and we're very proud to announce that Bargain Channel viewers will have the exclusive opportunity to purchase this special commemorative plate.
Yes. It's inscribed really rather beautifully with his birth date and the date of his sad passing. And in the centrepiece, we have an incredibly lifelike portrait of Darryl.
A special memento of a special man. At a very special price, $14.99. Lines are open, 08081 570 578.
You do watch. You love.
I think they're addictive, those shopping channel programmes. I think if you know, anyone who ever stays in a hotel, gets hooked into that straight away. You just turn the telly on, and it seems to be always be shopping channel, and I can't stop watching. I'll be there for an hour watching some guy wax his car, and just thinking, this is the best telly I've ever watched.
When you're watching someone wax his car, are you actually watching a different pay-per-view channel?
Oh, well, OK, there's other stuff going on.
Now, have you seen Liza? Because you do it, don't you?
Yes, I did a whole line of clothes.
Do you?
You've got your own line of clothes. Wowza.
Yeah, I did it for QVC.
And you designed them while you were in bed.
Well, I had nothing else to do.
You were recording an album.
I'm not talking about my sex life, but I thought I could do something else.
And was it hard work? Because I always think that looks really hard, sitting there talking about it for a long time.
Horrifying. That's really horrifying.
Because you must run out of things to say.
I watched it on a similar channel in Australia, actually, and the item they were selling was known. It was called the pet mitt, and it was a stupid little plastic glove you put on that's slightly
This is
ruffled.
not mine.
So you could no. It wasn't the Liza Minnelli pet mitt, you know. Look, stroke your dog and it sings.
Dancing party.
But they were clearly. It was obvious that this guy was being told just to keep talking because it was live on air, and he was saying, "Yeah, your pet dog's going to love that. Look at that. You can just stroke him like that." And obviously someone's going. So he started going. And you know, it doesn't have to be a dog. If you don't have a dog, you can do it to your cat as well, and pretty good. Or if you got a horse. You could do it on a horse. or a donkey could be pretty... It's got sweat and paper and a mule, whatever. You can... Ostriches. Get yourself a kangaroo. Just buy a peppermint and go straight something. That's great. Half an hour.
Watching their balloon, I mean, because obviously Rick Spleen is... It's you.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, he's a failed comedian.
Well,
that's
no,
right.
you know what I mean, though. Bits of it are quite you.
Of course, yeah. I was taken from me and experience in life.
Because you must have had moments. We've all had moments of disillusionment where you kind of think, you know, this is what I'm doing now. Because did you host the Caravan Awards?
Yeah, I've done that. I did do the National Caravan Awards, and you're just giving, you know, but it's awards for, you know, best design of step, you know, caravan, you know, yeah,
best chemical toilet.
Get best chemical toilet, best pump, and best there's one company out there that's actually described on the night as #2 in caravans. And you got to feel that's best avoided, isn't it?
It's like something you get on YouTube. Yeah. You just put that in. #2 in caravan, you'll get 4,000 hits.
But talking of awards, moving down the couch, James, didn't you ever run in with Will Smith? Was that the night you were nominated for an Oscar?
I've never been nominated for an Oscar.
You were robbed.
I was robbed, I tell you. No, I presented at the Oscars, though.
Oh, OK.
And that year they said, seeing as you're presenting at the Oscars, would you like to come along to the Oscar party? And I was like, totally. Hi. And we met lots of people off the telly, which was fantastic. But like proper people off the telly, Americans, do you know what I mean? Not us lot.
More disillusionment.
No, but you know, listen, when I was growing up, when I went to drama school, I was an 18-year-old, and I'd be sitting there in drama school and going, oh my God, you're American. You're not even off the telly, you're just American. Do you know what I mean? So there's something weird about it in your head with Americans. They just seem more legit. Anyway, as those big guys that you meet, do you know what I mean? You go, oh, he's a star and he's American. It's the double whammy.
Yeah, keep digging, keep
so like, and they're not Jack Dee, it's even better. Anyway, no, we bumped into Will Smith, and I've done this a few times in my career. You notice them from the television. Your brain and your eyes recognise them before your consciousness kind of goes, but you don't know them. And so you go, hey, how you doing? You all right, man? Nice to see you. And we both did the exact same thing to each other and then realised that we hadn't, in fact, met each other. So we kind of, like, pretended to high-five and hug. And then we both went, oh, this is a thing people are watching now. So we kind of, like, wrestled a little bit. And then before we knew it, we were sort of, like, on top of each other on the ground, taking the joke to extremes. To the point where people had started to walk away and just be like, just sit. And then we stood up, kind of going, oh, that was fun, wasn't it? And he looked at his wife and I looked at my wife, and both of us knew that we were dicks.
But when it comes to awards, no one can top you, lady. You're one of those really, really rare things. You're an EGOT. An EGOT, you know, an Emmy, a Grammy.
I was wondering what that was. I'm going.
Yeah, no. You must know you're an EGOT.
What's the C? A Tony.
A Tony.
Tony, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Emmy, Grammy, Oscar,
I've done
Tony.
Caravan Awards, Under Awards.
I'll tell you, there are only 12 people have ever been an EGOT, and only 5 are still alive.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, sorry, 4. 3. Well, we better hurry up, because time has come for some music.
Oh.
Yes. Now, what are you giving us off the new album?
Well, there was this song that I found that it was written in 1928, right? Mm-hmm. And so you don't have to pay for it because it's in public domain. Okay? I think of these things.
Loving it.
I love it. And the words are so wonderful. And they're by Dorothy Fields, who is great. And it's just the way that this thought is brought out and the way she rhymes the words and puts them together. So I thought I'd do I Must Have That Man.
All right. Well, if you want to go over and get ready,
All
Liza
right.
Minnelli. Yes, she goes. Here we go. Yeah. Oh, number 5. Go and settle. Shortly, we'll be having this week's Stories in the Red Chair. But first, performing I Must Have That Man, it is Liza Minnelli!
Don't want my mammy. I don't need a friend. My heart is broken. It won't ever mend. I ain't much caring just where I will end. But I must have that man. I'm like an oven that's crying for heat. He treats me awful each day of the week. It's just unlawful how that man can cheat. But I must have that man. He's hot as Hades, a lady's not safe in his arms when she's kissed. But I'm afraid that when he cools off, maybe I'll be ruled off his list. Then I'll never be missed. I need this person much worse than just bad. I'm half alive and it's driving me mad. He's only human if he's to be had. And then I must have that man. I must have that man.
Fantastic. Well, wait. Thank you very much, Laurie. Oh, my goodness. Oh, there you go. Oh, that was genius. Liza Minnelli, everybody. Come back here. Back to your seat. We're very nearly done. There you go.
Is it okay?
Okay. Oh, it's a great lyric, isn't it? It's a fantastic lyric. I love that. I need this person much worse than something.
Just bad.
Yeah, very
I'm
good.
half alive and it's driving me mad.
Let the ladies go in the Hades. Ladies won't be safe.
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
He's hot as Hades. A lady's not safe in his arms when she's kissed.
I know. Listen, before we go tonight, we just let's see who's in the... You're all right, darling. You're all right. Yeah. Get it down, yeah. Let's see...
Stop it!
Let's see who's in the red chair. Who's up first? Who's up first? Hello, nice lady.
Hello.
I'm loving you. And what's your name?
It's Susie.
Susie. And what do you do, Susie?
I'm a chest specialist nurse, actually, Graham.
Where are you from?
What's this?
What's happened?
I'm sorry, I didn't. It just made me laugh already. I don't know what you're doing.
Smooth. Liza Minnelli's just amused by the look of him. Okay. So,
excuse me.
Yeah. So you're a chest specialist nurse?
Yes.
Right. Off you go with your story.
OK, Graham, so I was in Goa on holiday, and I was lying...
That
was harsh, man.
Good call. Good call.
Don't come on here showing off about your fancy holidays.
That was like my...
I was in Goa, were you?
That poor woman paid the price simply because you have impeccable comic timing.
Yeah.
I tell you, my first audition for Florida the Red Menace.
Yes?
It was like that. I walked halfway across the stage and George Abbott said, well, this is a waste of time.
Actually, this is like showbiz. This is so showbiz, yeah. You're on the show, you're not on the show. You're on the show, you're not on the show.
But I came back, so you come back.
Hello?
Hello,
No,
hey,
I've
y'all.
high hopes. I've high hopes. I have a gut feeling about this lady. What's your name?
I'm Vicky.
Vicky. And what do you do, Vicky?
Sorry?
What do you do?
There's a lot of noise in the background. Sorry.
I say one nice thing, she's a diva. Sorry. Could people be quiet, please? Finding it very hard. It's very difficult. I'm trying to do the red chair, everybody. Just a little bit of hush. Thanks ever so. We'll try it again. So, what do you do?
I'm a radiographer.
She's a radiographer. Do you know the
Exciting.
chest specialist?
Other parts of the body.
Okay, but you don't know that lady who just...
No, I don't know her, no.
Okay, where are you
Sorry.
from? Are you from abroad?
Well, I'm from Florida, but I live in Northwest London.
Northwest London.
Whereabouts?
James wants to know whereabouts in Northwest London.
I live in Kilburn.
Kilburn. Oh, they're loving Kilburn.
Lovely time in Kilburn.
Oh, okay. You've got a lot to live up to now. Okay, off you go with your story.
Right, so one day I was working, and I was working the night shift, and I had to get called down to the emergency room to do an abdomen and pelvis x-ray on a very young man. So I walk in with my little portable machine, and I asked him what was wrong, and he said, oh, I'm having terrible abdominal pain in my lower abdomen and my pelvis. And I said, okay, so I went and I started putting the film under him, and I heard this buzzing. And I got really close, and I heard this buzzing, and I realized that it was coming from inside his abdomen. And I thought, oh, God, I think that's a vibrator.
How did you know what one of them sounded like?
Yeah, could have been a cell phone.
Could you tell the brand?
Did you want it removed or the batteries changed?
So what was it?
Well, so I'm just finishing up the x-ray, and the curtain opens with a big flourish, and this very worried young woman comes in, out of breath, very, very worried. And she goes, oh, my God, are you okay? Are you okay? And she gets very close, and she hears the buzzing, and she goes, oh, for the love of Pete, not again! And out she went. And I lost it. All professionals and
Yes, here we go. Well done, you. Listen, well done, everyone. If you'd like to join us on the show and have a go in the red chair, you can. Just contact us via our website at this address. Ladies and gentlemen, please thank my guests tonight, Mr. Jack Dee, James McAvoy, and the one and only Liza Minnelli. Join me next week with actor and comedian Simon Pegg, American X Factor judge Nicole Scherzinger, and multi-Oscar winning actor Tom Hanks. I'll see you here. Good night. Bye-bye.
Jim Carrey is Ace Ventura, back with new animals, new adventures, but the same old hair when Nature Calls at 11:30. Before that, maybe your luck's in. The National Lottery Friday night draws coming up on BBC One. But if you want to be thrilled and scared and thoroughly entertained, be here tomorrow night at 20 to 7. It's a white-knuckle ride with Doctor Who.